In the spring of 1878, a humble blacksmith admired a beautiful blue dress worn by the richest rancher's daughter in Wyoming. But when she whispered, "It was made for my wedding to you," his entire world changed. A hidden love letter, a dangerous storm, and a promise that could alter both their lives forever. This is a heartfelt frontier romance filled with courage, hope, and true love. If you enjoy emotional Western stories from the old American frontier, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more unforgettable stories. Now, let's get started. Spring of 1878 arrived gently across the Wyoming territory. The snow had melted from the foothills, leaving the plains bright with wildflowers and the scent of fresh earth. I spent my days in my small blacksmith shop at the edge of town, hammering horseshoes and repairing wagon wheels for ranchers and travelers moving west. My life was simple, and I had long believed it would remain that way. Then one evening I saw Miss Eleanor Whitmore standing beside the white fence of the churchyard. The setting sun turned her hair to gold, and the pale blue dress she wore seemed almost to glow in the fading light. She held a bundle of wildflowers against her chest, and for a moment I forgot the soot on my hands and the noise of the town behind me. Without thinking, I stepped closer. "That dress is beautiful," I said. Eleanor lowered her eyes, a shy smile appearing on her lips. "Thank you, Mr. Carter," she answered softly. We had known each other for years. Her father owned the largest cattle ranch in the county, while I was only a blacksmith with a modest shop and a rented room above it. Yet every time she visited town, she stopped by my forge to ask about my work or bring me a slice of pie from her mother's kitchen. Those small kindnesses had slowly become the brightest part of my days. I wanted to tell her that I loved her. I had wanted to tell her for months. Instead, I had written the words in a letter and hidden it away, too afraid to deliver it. That evening, Eleanor took a careful step toward me. Her voice dropped to little more than a whisper. "It was made for my wedding, to you." The world seemed to stop. I stared at her, certain I had misheard. She reached into the pocket of her shawl and unfolded a familiar piece of paper. My letter. "You found it?" I asked. "It was left in the church Bible after Sunday service," she said. "I recognized your handwriting." My face burned with embarrassment, but she only smiled. "I have waited every day for you to speak those words aloud," she admitted. Before I could answer, the church bells began ringing urgently. A rider came racing through town, shouting that a fierce storm was sweeping across the plains. "If you still mean what you wrote," she whispered, "come for me tomorrow." Then she turned and disappeared into the gathering darkness, leaving me standing beneath the ringing bells with my heart pounding like a hammer against an anvil. The storm struck the Wyoming plains with a fury I had never seen before. Wind howled against the walls of my forge, rain hammered the roof, and lightning flashed across the dark sky. All night I sat awake beside the fading fire, thinking of Eleanor's words. "If you still mean what you wrote, come for me tomorrow." When dawn finally arrived, the storm had weakened, but the world outside was soaked and broken. Fences lay scattered across the fields, tree branches littered the road, and the creek that separated town from the Whitmore ranch had swollen with muddy water. I saddled my horse without hesitation. As I rode across the flooded plains, doubt tried to follow me. I was only a blacksmith, tried to follow me. I was only a blacksmith. Eleanor was the daughter of a wealthy rancher. Perhaps her father would send me away. Perhaps I had already dreamed too much. But each time fear rose in my chest, I remembered the blue dress and the hope in her eyes. By mid-morning, I reached the Whitmore ranch. Eleanor stood on the porch beneath her mother's shawl, still wearing the pale blue dress she had protected from the storm. The moment she saw me, her face brightened. "You came," she said. I removed my hat. "I should have come long ago." Her father stepped forward, his weathered face stern. "A blacksmith cannot offer my daughter the life she has known," he said. I swallowed hard. "No, sir. I cannot offer grand houses or thousands of acres, but I can offer honest work, a faithful heart, and a home where she will always be loved." For a long moment, the old rancher said nothing. Then he looked at Eleanor. The determination in her face told him what my words could not. His shoulders slowly relaxed. "If my daughter chooses you," he said quietly, "then I will not stand in her way." Eleanor took my hand, and I felt her fingers tremble with relief. That afternoon, the clouds finally broke apart, revealing clear blue sky. The town gathered inside the small wooden church, and Eleanor walked down the aisle in the dress she had secretly prepared months before. When she reached me, she smiled through tears. "Now it truly is my wedding dress," she whispered. "We were married before sunset, and from that day forward the blue dress became a treasured reminder that courage, once spoken aloud, can change an entire lifetime."